long time ago, a great war between light and darkness brought chaos across the Danceverses. It was the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy that spoke of 4 legendary guardians. These guardians prevailed, and their victory brought balance, as their light now shines among the stars. But darkness never truly disappears. It was merely sleeping, until now. Mark is an ordinary human with a not-so-ordinary passion, dancing. But it's a secret he keeps hidden, ashamed to express it in public, especially with his parents' disapproval. He only dances alone, thanks to Just Dance. One morning, his life changes forever when he receives a strange message on his phone: if you're ready to choose your own destiny, turn on the game at the designated time. He obeys. And as the clock hits the marked hour, Mark launches the game. A bright flash follows. It's Disco Ball, a mysterious entity that teleports him into the Danceverses. As the song Counting Stars begins, Mark finds himself dancing under a starry desert sky, confused yet guided by the rhythm. Suddenly, the spirit flow of Wanderlust appears, merging with Mark's body during the bridge. He glows, transformed. He now carries Wanderlust's essence. His steps are stronger, his purpose clearer. The Danceverses are under threat once again. Wanderlust's flow, the strongest of them all, could only be passed on to a human, and Mark was chosen. But he is not alone. With Disco Ball's help, Mark opens a portal toward his first destination, Dance City. In the vibrant streets of Dance City, we meet Diana, a young urban artist and student healing from a recent heartbreak. Once emotionally drained, Diana rediscovers her confidence and inner strength after encountering the spirit flow of Jack Rose. This radiant power fuses with her own, and that leads her to dance through the city's colorful alleys and rooftops, embracing herself. Drawn to the unique energy emitted by the spirit flow, Mark arrives at Dance City. The two are instinctively pulled toward each other, their spirit flows reacting like magnets. Recognizing they share a deeper connection, they join together in dance, creating perfect harmony. A new friendship is born, bound by rhythm and destiny. However, their joy is soon interrupted. At the end of the map, the skies darken without warning, and a colossal statue crashes down from the heavens, striking the ground and unleashing chains of dark energy. This devastating force cuts off all flow energy in the area, rendering the city's inhabitants powerless. Yet, Mark and Diana remain untouched, protected by their spirit flows. Disco Ball emerges, urgently opening a portal to a new region, Sun Horizon. With little time to lose, Diana agrees to join the mission, and together they step through the portal in search of the next spirit flow. We are now in Cyberpunk, in a throne room surrounded by shadows. A powerful new figure reveals himself, the Danceverse Kaiser. Surrounded by enslaved coaches bound in chains, the Kaiser proclaims himself the god of a new world. His goal, to silence all music across the Danceverses and unify them under his absolute control, powered by the mysterious and corrupting dark flow. As the map begins, we see his twisted plan unfold. At the center of his fortress lies the artifact, a dark orb of immense power. Created by the Kaiser himself, the artifact emits an electromagnetic field that nullifies flow energy across entire regions, spreading his influence through the giant statues that fall from the sky, the Kaiser statues. These statues are instruments of domination, anchoring his control in each Danceverse they strike. During the Bridge of the Song, a cinematic sequence shows the statues descending one by one upon different worlds: Cyberpunk, Dance City, Wacky Groove, Winterhaven, and Carnivalium, claiming them for the dark flow. The map ends with a chilling image, the Kaiser, standing proudly before a screen showing his expanding empire. The new war has begun. In Sun Horizon, we find Rashid at a basketball court, who is a passionate but clumsy dancer, but he struggles to keep up with another 3 coaches performing a hip-hop routine. They laughed at him as he fails to impress. But then, buried in the sand, something glows. Rashid approaches and absorbs the spirit flow of Mihai, instantly transforming his style and confidence. With newfound energy, he challenges the others to a dance battle. As Aloran Dance plays, more and more people gather to witness his incredible performance. However, at the end of the map, the sky darkens and a colossal statue of the Danceverse Kaiser crashes from above. Its chains send a shockwave, freezing the flow of all the citizens except Rashid. Protected by his spirit flow, he resists the spell. Just then, Mark and Diana arrive through a portal to meet and rescue him. Recognizing Rashid's strength and the bond formed by the spirit flows, they open a portal to their next destination, where the final flow awaits. In the desert region of Westera stands a boxing dojo turned neon-lit stage. Mark, Diana, Rashid and Disco Ball step through a portal, drawn by the presence of the final spirit flow. As the lights dim, a spectacular light show begins. A massive disco ball descends, and dancers fill the ring. At the center, Mimi, the charismatic owner of the dojo. As she leads a high-energy performance of Evacuate the Dance Floor, the newcomers watch in awe. Mimi initially treats them as strangers, but feels an uncanny sense of familiarity. It is then revealed that she already holds the spirit flow of Breziana. For the first time, all 4 spirit flows are united in one place. The 4 chosen dancers finally come together, realizing they are the new generation of the Just Dancers. United in purpose, and guided by Disco Ball, they prepare to face the rising darkness. A portal opens, this time to Cyberfunk, ready to face the final battle. Elsewhere, a lone figure walks through a twisted reflection of what was once his home. It's Genji. He returns to a city shrouded in shadows, now under the control of the Danceverse Kaiser. As he spots a billboard celebrating the new regime, he punches a glass display in anger, shattering it, and then Starboy starts to play. With quiet intensity, Genji dances through the streets of this city, haunted by fragmented memories that flicker in the background. They are hazy, disconnected, but deeply emotional. He seems to be chasing someone from his past. Revenge? The song ends as Genji reaches the heart of the city, where the tower housing the artifact pulses with dark power. He steps inside, ready for what awaits him.
All right, it's time for the coat debate. Who's the greatest cashbacker of all time?
Come on, kid. You know that's all me.
The 4 heroes arrive at the top of the Kaiser's tower. But their arrival was no surprise, he was waiting. With a smirk, the Danceverse Kaiser reshapes his throne room into an otherworldly battlefield, a chessboard suspended in a void. He welcomes them into his game. As the dance begins, the team fights with their spirit flows. But midway, the Kaiser, empowered by his dark flow, begins converting them into twisted chess pieces, manifestations of themselves, and they start to fight between them. It was a trap, and they fell. During the map, the Danceverse Kaiser is at the background stealing the spirit floors. First Mimi, then Rashid, their spirit flows are stolen, their strength extinguished. Mark and Diana keep fighting between them like they were now enemies. Then, just as the Kaiser claims victory, a brilliant light erupts. It's Disco Ball, launching forward with a surge of power sparked by Mark's remaining consciousness and the spirit of Wanderlust. The light tears through the dimension, snapping reality back into place and destroying the chessboard. All 4 heroes awaken, their spirit flows miraculously restored. The Kaiser, overwhelmed and confused, flees deeper into his fortress, leaving them behind. After what happened, the Kaiser retreats to his control chamber, trying to understand what went wrong. That's when he appears, Genji. They lock eyes, and time seems to stop. Emotions flood in. Genji removes his mask for the first time, revealing a scar and a face full of sorrow. Slowly, they begin to dance, not as enemies, but as brothers. Yes, brothers. Their duet becomes a moment of truth. As Genji dances gently, the Kaiser tries to follow, held back by the weight of the dark flow. In the background, memories come into focus. 2 boys, once happy, now torn apart by tragedy. Through each step, their connection grows stronger, and the dark flow that was into the Kaiser starts to melt away. At the end of the song, the Kaiser removes his goggles. His eyes return vulnerable. He collapses, consumed by guilt. Mark, Diana, Rashid, and Mimi arrive in time to witness the moment. Genji, however, turns away, unable to forgive, and runs into the unknown. The artifact crumbles, the statues all over the Danceverses disintegrate, and the darkness finally lifts from them. The map ends with a cinematic sequence of Mark offering the Kaiser his hand, and then a warm light fills the screen. Yep, that's the end. And that's how the story playlist of Just Dance 2025 Fan-Made Edition comes to a close. But many questions remain. Where did Genji go? What is the true identity of the Danceverse Kaiser? Why did he fall to darkness when he once shared a joyful past with his brother? Who were their parents? Will peace truly last? And what happens next for Mark? Will he ever return home since he is a human? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching.